Hello. Hello, Indy. Well, welcome to the channel. In case you were wondering, this is why I have a suggestion for Grand Picasso. So, holy moly. Just going to gently swivel it around. It should put it sideways. Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh yes! So we've got one, get three in the back there. Amazing, isn't it? So it just fits in just perfectly for width. So we've got to get that crap on top of it somehow. So I managed to get all that in. So now it's a case of going to wait to book into the tip, because we are in a green communist utopia, I remember, where they don't want you dumping rubbish, because it's where does all this stuff come from? It's consumerism, people buying stuff, manufacturing from China. But there's a sort of glut where the government, well, the councils and the government, it's complicated, but basically the whole thing boils down to money at the end of the day. They don't want us dumping stuff, so that's why people are dumping stuff out in the country and everything, because they don't want to pay, you know, like so these builders, and I don't want to say what types, but because they don't want to pay, so because the recycling centres are tightened up, you have to sign in and, you know, book, and if you've got a van or something, you've got to pay because they're a business, you know. So the whole thing's, in my mind, it should all be freed up, but that would be if society was free. But we're under a green communist dictatorship, generally in the West and in the United Kingdom, Scotland especially. But you know, could be a lot worse. It's getting a lot worse. Actually, it's getting a lot worse. Wow. Ah, you hear the suspension? That's it adjusting for the weight. See it going up. The air suspension. When you've got these cars, you've got to make sure your batteries are tip top. Yeah, I haven't had that was done by the previous owner, wasn't me. So here I am on the Stirling Council website. So I've taken paper and cardboard, general waste, garden waste. So it's non-recyclable items, large bulk items, sofa, furniture, etc. So you've got to choose from the following dates. So this is Thursday. Time. So what is it now? It's 3:30. It's 23 minutes to 3. Could it be down there? Well, let's go for the 3:10. So it's 10 to 3. I could be down there by 10 to 3. Fucking hell, I'm not even in the car, am I? 34, 35. Safer to pick that one out. 3:10. Thursday, 3:10. Is that me? Aye. So then it's I'm worried, I'm a bit worried that see there, so there's my reference, and I don't know if you need to remember the number. They usually just go for your reg number of your car. So let's go. We'll get going down there. Time I get my shit together. Fuck. And we're off.
So we are on our way down to our Polmaise recycling centre. Hopefully everything will go smoothly. Just remember to calm down, don't fall out with anyone, keep your gob shut. And if you're not sure what to say, just say prefer not to say. I said that to somebody the other day. Prefer not to say. It was, well, I'll tell you what the question was. It was, are you an owner, occupier, or a, you know, a renter or something like that? Prefer not to say. Well, it was like the woman said that to me around, but the government owns my house, so I suppose she knows. Well, I think we'll do a video about that actually, that encounter. We'll go over it. I think it probably interests me more than it interests anybody else, but just the psychology behind everything. But really it was a learning thing. There's risks involved with it as well, for me, putting that on the internet. But there's got to be a certain level of there's got to be a bit of danger in everything that you do if it's worthwhile. Yeah. We're doing fucking 19. Are you teaching them how to drive or teaching them how not to drive? How not to drive. You know, we're going to do 19 mile an hour. H&R Green coming round the roundabout. We could go by Station Road, couldn't we? Do you fancy that? Fancy going by Station Road? Yes. Oh, all the stuff in the back. Oh my god. Sorry, H&R Grey. I should have stopped and bloody filmed them actually. You pillock. Station Road's up here. It makes sense to, well, not really. It doesn't make a lot of sense at all. I mean, they don't want you using this road, I think is really the long and the short of it. It's a bit of a... No, they've been cutting trees down there. It's a bit of a potential, you know, dumping sort of place that people dump stuff for obvious reasons. Honk honk. And Skeoch Farm is on the left. And this farm bit in the railway line. It's all rough. Oh, look, see all the bushes grown out over the road. Yeah. See if the Vectra's been picked up. Where's the Vectra again? I think it was up here. Aye, the Vectra's up here. No, it's not been picked up. Maybe there's a question as to who owns it, or maybe they don't want to pay to have it collected. You know? Maybe that's what it is. I mean, it costs more to pick that up than what it's worth probably. I think the scrap prices have dropped a bit. There's a lot of rubbish dumped there in the ditch. A lot of the rubbish that's been dumped in the same vehicle has been spread out. It's actually quite horrible. I couldn't really imagine me really doing that, you know. It's like, you feel bad doing that, wouldn't you? You've got like a 3-piece suite and you dump one bit of it in one... You should know that it's kind of wrong, really, when you're doing it. Like, morally wrong. You know? I think so, yeah. There's tyres. It's definitely longer going this way.
UK businesses sell their products goods and services to the world. We know that growing
You
your
know,
business internationally and
Fit's going on.
we've been doing it for years.
Fit's going on up here, like, Fit is that car just letting me
Find free
pass.
support from the
Or is
UK
it stopped there?
with market insights,
It's
sector
stopped there, like.
opportunities, expert
And
panels.
what Fit today doing, that'll be some of the green communist stuff they're doing, that'll be the bike, or the track. Aye. So there's a big deep resentment of people, isn't there? Really, with the government. I mean, the council just do as they're told, don't they? So here we are at Lower Polmaise, a roundabout, and we'll be going straight on here. Not into this van though.
Free from the poverty,
And
abuse, neglect,
yeah.
trauma, and online harm that is robbing many of their childhood
Yeah.
years. With a gift in your will,
I mean, being no,
can be your
I ain't gifting
legacy,
anything in my will.
gift for generations.
Especially at charities. They're very especially if they're into this net zero stuff.
You can put
Climate stuff
children
is
first.
no.
Visit childrenfirst.org.uk to
Because
help
they've got to do that, haven't
protect
they?
Scotland's children.
It's they've got to write that up in their sustainability stuff. It's like, yeah. So, no. Unfortunately, I can't take it with me, but it's quite difficult spending it before you go as well. Well, it's. Oh, I'm going to start over, Sean. I fucking live. Oh, right. Shut up. Shut it. Hey, shut it. Shut it. Aye. Well, you just gotta like make the most of when you've got it. When you've got the gift of life and everything. Aye. Some people actually, quite a lot of people overestimate, I do this myself, overestimate the powers that be have. You know, I think a lot of people do that. And it's because they just don't have the knowledge. Or they're being nudged. That's what the nudge units are for. To coerce you to conform. Form of domination. To dominate you. To believe that you must do. Like, the sort of, what I'm talking about is the sort of people that think something's illegal when it isn't. You know, we are heading into the recycling centre.
A 24-year-old man has been arrested and authorities say there's no further threat to the public. Classic FM's Helen Hoddington has more.
Right, I won't be messing about with the camera much this time. I'll maybe put it on the dash, that's about all. If I can get reversed up to the appropriate. Alright, it's a bit of a cute. Oh, it's freaking weird.
Hamas has confirmed it's planning to release the next group of Israeli hostages on Saturday. It's recommitted to the terms of a ceasefire deal after both sides accused each other of breaching the truce. They've been taking part in mediation led by Qatar and Egypt. President Zelensky says he won't accept any agreements about Ukraine if his country isn't included in talks. That follows a call between Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump yesterday. The US president says he wants peace talks to get going immediately. Former British ambassador to Ukraine, Lee Turner, says it's a strange thing for him to do.
You can't have an agreement without Ukraine being involved. It would be a bit as if Russia invaded the United Kingdom and seized the entire East Coast. And then the Americans said to Putin, yeah, that's fine, you keep that. It's weird. And it's also a weird way of conducting negotiations, to give away your strongest cards right at the beginning.
The number of people
Thank you. Aye. I said garden waste, but it's mostly, yeah. It's mostly just shite that I've got. Right, so I need to find a landfill one. General waste would be the best one for me. There's a lot of rubbish lying about. Don't want it in my tyres. Right. Oh, here we are at. Yes, this here we are. Can you do this without making an arse of it? I think you should be able to. Aye. Right. Let's go on with this. Get old gloves. Oh, move it this way. Don't want to be chucking the one thing you always say when you're in is the thing. Right, is not to chuck your car keys in the recycling centre. It's not a good idea. No. Fucking idiot. Spilled a load of it. Okay, right, fucking dummy. So confident. you do it. Well, oh God. The guy's got the grab thing. Look. Look at that. Flattens it all out like a metal thing. Wow. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. First thing I did was open the boot and the bag fell out, and see if I'd opened the, you know, the if I'd opened the little hatch thing at the back, I could have saved that from happening, but fucking back lights on. Shit. Back lights on. It bloody touches the thing all the time. Right, let's go. So I smelled all that stuff and the guy was there and he just fucked off. I got a shot, there was no brush there. So I used the shovel. Oh God, I fucked after that. Right. So one of the bad parts of what I'm doing is this, you know, coming down here. Sometimes, you know, it's recycling. There's a lot of it can't be recycled. A lot of stuff that I pick up, I try to recycle as much as I can, you know. But can't always do all of it, eh? All the earth in there. Right. Why? I used to drive really fast all the time. I'm not really like that anymore. But there's a difference between driving like a fanny and driving like driving slow. You can drive slowly and carefully, but at a speed, if you know what I mean. Well, that's that out of the way. So it's 3:20. Yeah. (3:20), and we're booked in at 3:10. We're out, it's 20:20. I bet there's some people lost stuff at the tips before. You know, like your gold watch or something, or a gold ring or something. You throw it to fuck in there. Yeah. A bet. Oh aye. So we've got the tyres there. So people dumping shit. I mean, the way things are going, there'll be a lot of people needing to dump stuff, you know. The bin, it's like every month. So really what it is, oh well, you can dump it as long as you take it down there yourself. Of course that means you've got to use your car, so I'm kind of getting round that myself by having an extremely big car, you know. Most people probably wouldn't do what I do with cars. They wouldn't punish their cars as much as I do. And there's a certain, and we're going to be on a collision course. Oh yeah. Right, so thanks for coming along this segment of the video. We're just going to stop here. I'm going to make a phone call, and then look, there's Stirling Castle. So and this monument. They've seen that before. They don't need to see that. There it is. You don't need to see that shit. And you don't need to see that shit either. So, no. Thanks for watching this segment. Bye!